An extraordinary legal battle in Britain is getting worldwide attention. A 60-year-old woman wants to carry the frozen eggs of her deceased daughter who died of cancer. She hopes to give birth to a grandchild. A court is allowing the woman and her husband to appeal a ban on their efforts. Court documents say the couple believes the daughter, quote, expressed the strong wish to her mother that one or more of her eggs after being fertilized should be implanted in her mother who would give birth to the baby.
In a statement to CBS This Morning, the 60-year-old mom says, "We know that the chances of conceiving a grandchild are very small, but in the unlikely event we are successful, it would mean the birth of a child who would be loved and cherished by us and the rest of our family." CBS News legal expert Rikki Kleiman is here to talk about this. This is very unusual, Rikki Kleiman, first of its kind.
First of its kind.
And she was their only daughter, so they're saying this is the only way that they could have a grandchild.
Yes, but it really should not be about their desire to have a grandchild. It should only be about their now deceased daughter's desire about what should happen to her own eggs after she dies.
And what did she say about that?
Well, it depends on who you believe, because she could have said in what we call a special direction in Britain, there's a form where if you want your eggs to survive after your death, that part she signed, you can also sign a special direction, which then would have said, I want my mother to be able to carry my eggs and have my child because my parents were such great parents.
And she didn't sign it.
She never signed that. Now, originally what happens is you're in a clinic, the clinic has the eggs, and the clinic is now put in a situation where it says, we can't just export these eggs to the U.S. without a real directive. The reason they have to export them, there is no clinic in the U.K. who is going to do this in vitro fertilization, but the putative grandmother says that she did find a clinic in New York that will take these eggs. So,
and is the grandmother going to carry it?
The grandmother wants to carry the eggs herself. Now, she says that's her daughter's dying wishes. What this appeals court has said is this: we're going to let you appeal. They haven't decided the appeal. They're just going to say, we're going to let you appeal, which is a reversal of another judge's decision saying, no, you can't. And the reason they say that is the mother says, which is really the putative grandmother, if we can get this right.
I understand the legal argument, but I mean, this is her daughter died.
Yeah.
You know,
it feels creepy and touching at the same time. Is that possible?
Exactly right. And I think both of those words are really well taken. The ethicists in Britain have said this is in essence unseemly. We should not have a 60-year-old woman giving birth from her own body of her own daughter's eggs. But then you get back to the issue of why it's touching or why it's disturbing. Is whose life is it anyway? If the daughter really had this desire that her own mother would be the best parents for her own child, then there is something to be said for her decision about what to do with
this. She knows her mom.
Well, she knows her upbringing.
Suppose they rule in the couple's favor, and it goes forward. What are the precedents that it sets?
Well, I think it's an interesting precedent in Britain because we've never had a grandmother carry a daughter's eggs. Whether or not it would be a precedent in the U.S. remains undecided, because here we look, contract, informed consent, written agreement always controls.
All right.
Thank you, Rikki.
Really
Thank
interesting,
you.
Rikki Kleiman. Thank you.